In what may be the hottest year in history, scientists have recorded radical changes to the permafrost in Antarctica.
The Pandora virus, a so-called giant virus with the largest genome size ever recorded.
The crabs also display increased aggression, even towards larger predators.
A striking new weather anomaly has claimed many coastlines around the world. NASA is examining these clouds to figure out...
We've detected large amounts of an organic composite. So far, the sample doesn't match any of the DNA records we've compared it with.
We all saw it. Those creatures coming out of the sea on that oil rig.
The president has declared a national emergency.
It's obvious that what we're dealing with here is a biological weapon. As of today, we are at war.
It's taking their minds. I saw them walk right into the sea. Thousands of people. Thousands.
The mist is gone, but the city is dead. The roads are broken. You must join one of the havens. Do not attempt to survive on your own.
Welcome everyone, Christine here on Serious Gaming with my second playthrough of Phoenix Point. At a much reduced upload rate, but I do want to play the game again. They also released a patch that does fix some of the issues that I did have, some balancing, some problems, but nothing too extraordinary. There's still many patches that this game needs. Anyway, let's begin. This is just for a cinematic, and then we will get started.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to End All Wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. Stripped of resources and scattered to the winds, we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sanhedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
Okay, so that was just the intro cinematic. I do start here in Asia, but I'm going to load the save that I have here, also on legendary difficulty. Just gonna load the save here where I'm in North America. I just wanted to show the intro cinematics there, but I also wanted to go, last time I started in Asia, so let's start in North America. This time around, and also because I've done some customization. So I've got Heinz Hammering Guderian, yes, Jack Harper, the elusive man from Mass Effect, Steve Heller, yes, from Independence Day, and Francis Frank Hassel, the Punisher, ready to unleash on the alien scum. I've not done anything in this particular playthrough. I wish I showed the difficulty, but this is on Legend. This is very much on Legend difficulty. It just allows me to customize my soldiers and also get this kind of starting point. All right, research. I'm going to go with atmospheric analysis. And what we're going to do over here is head over for this site and start gathering some resources. We're gonna do an area scan and explore as well. Okay. Global mist monitoring system. Okay. So we should get the Haven recruitment protocol, but I mean, yeah. Actually, yeah, just take it in order. Okay. Alright, let's eliminate the enemies and claim those resources. So, Guderian. And I'm not gonna kid on this, by the way. He did start with the name Guderian. No, he wasn't Himes or Hammering or that, but he did actually have the name Guderian by his own. The rest of them I did customize on my own, so I'm gonna give him a Firebird. No, that's actually a bit, yeah. Okay, Stephen Heller. And then Francis Castle. Okay. Let's get started then. Crucially, they've reduced the difficulty of certain missions. So, for instance, the first New Jericho mission is easier because, or I imagine some other missions are also going to be easier because, hey, you can encounter a faction from the very first thing you do. And those soldiers were simply too difficult to deal with very early on. I think I will either go for the Sinedran transports or a Disciples of Anno, combination Disciples of Anno and Sinedran, because I just want to get those soldiers into the fray. Anyway, we have our supplies. Let's see what we've got here. What do we start dealing with?
Running. Moving.
Okay, go over there. I forgot to change the voices on the other soldiers that I have. Okay.
What's our move?
So, Stephen Heller. Okay, we got enemies that... We're gonna take down the legs.
Target down. All set. Enemy contact. There.
That one's gone.
I'm ready. Moving.
Yeah, nice. Guderian actually can take a shot.
Here we go.
I do dislike that kind of like Russian accent. Anyway, end the turn. Alright, so some of them do have machine guns. But not all of them. Okay.
Target hit.
Gonna take... Well, I don't necessarily want to spend the resources right now.
How does that taste? 5 by 5.
But I may have no choice except to use
on the move.
The grenade. Okay, second enemy dead.
What's our move?
Go over there.
5 by 5.
Oh, Shane.
Identifying target. That's a kill.
Goodbye over there.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay, there's an enemy over on that side.
Let's roll.
One last enemy, I guess. Oh, a missed sentinel even.
On the move.
Guess that explains certain things.
What's our move? 8. Steal on. Identifying target.
I wonder how the... yeah. Good. An easy start. But that's just the first round of fighting. Okay. Some injuries, nothing too fancy just yet. Alright, we got some Banshee leg armor, we got the Hell Cannon magazine, Firebird magazine, Cypher. Okay. Not too bad. And we got some autopsies. We could use that. Alright. We are going to go back to base. And we're gonna start, I'm going to start at least producing some, well, we got Banshee, hold on, equipment. He needs training, but we need to... Alright.
Research complete.
Okay, you can now recruit soldiers from the Havens. Let's see about this. At Sinedrian Haven, okay. Not yet right now. Can't, don't quite have right now the resources for that. Haven trade protocol, Sinedrian. Wait for the debate to end. How wonderful. Alright, we got some manufacturing to do. So Odin and an AR. And the disciples, Anno Haven and Gerso, a mutated worm infestation, alright. So we get the disciples of Anno. Now the main reason that actually matters, believe it or not, is these guys will give me some food. Ah. Yeah. So we got the Disciples of Anno. A scavenging site. I'll deploy. Because why not? Just get a leg up, right? Start getting some resources. Start being able to use those resources on. Gonna be important. So we have the Disciples of Anno, and just one thing, because I did actually explore this. Like, the save that I loaded was from the very start, but I did explore a bit off screen just to understand exactly what I had. There is a new Jericho settlement, so I have all the factions within reach. And this is the kind of start that you want to have. And this is actually one of the chief faults of the game, because the early game is going to be more important than late games in terms of difficulty. You want to stay happy with all the factions. Okay, so we have an enemy there. I see they've already started getting the Carapace boys into the fight.
I'll get him next time.
Hopefully my guys can deal with that one.
Right there.
It would be embarrassing if he couldn't.
All set. Advancing. Ready to fire. I'm ready.
Well, my guys just don't have the accuracy yet, do they? But nor to the enemy, thankfully. That was a rather embarrassing shot, wasn't it? Come on, Jack, do better.
Ready to engage.
No, he's not gonna make that fucking shot, come on. I know enough about this game to understand how this is gonna go down.
Moving. What's our move? Moving out. I'm here.
They couldn't kill it, unfortunately.
Oh.
Alright, those are some materials. Hopefully, yeah, he does shoot twice. I do have a medkit, so that's all fine.
Do we have a plan?
Yeah, kill the beast.
Enemy killed.
Something you are clearly unable to do.
Ready. Let's go.
Alright, so we got the droner over up there.
Double time.
This will give me a line of sight on all of them.
Hostile spotted. On the move.
Look, as long as... I'm not going to take the shot yet on that big guy.
Here.
Let him come down. The drowners at this point are actually more difficult. Hold on, put him over there. I'm gonna need
moving.
Wonderful job, really. Yeah, I knew that the chances of him actually getting a one-shot is low. I mean, he could have, don't get me wrong, I would have been fine with that.
Here.
Black and
moving out. Let's go. 5 by 5.
Did they just reduce the early portion of the game in terms of difficulty? Because this sure as heck seems a lot easier than what I dealt with the first time around. I don't know. Seems a bit more reasonable, I'd say. Alright, it's gonna get to either 1 or 2 attacks. Yeah.
5 by 5.
Hold on.
Moving.
He really needs a bit of speed, doesn't he? He's so sad.
Taking aim. I'll get it next time.
Jack, what have you done?
Let's go. Ready to engage.
You're all so terrible. You guys know that, right? I had forgotten how terrible my soldiers would be at the level 1.
I'm going.
There we go. An actual shot, thank you.
Moving out.
Alright, Heller.
I'm here. I'm going.
Sounds legit.
Aiming. I'll keep my eyes open. Just a bit off. Switching ammo. Ready to fire.
Yeah. I'll worry about shotgun proficiency when I actually have a shotgun. Well, I can make one, can't I? Nope, not yet. So I need a shotgun. Wait, don't I? Alright, equipment. Gonna make a... Let's make a base. A medical bay fabrication training facility. Okay, we get medical bay. Okay, we have everything here that we need for the moment. So we're just gonna make a training facility. It is a bit tricky, but just keeping in mind that... Alright. Yeah, not worried about that right now. Okay, personnel. Michael Paul Easterly. I'll rename him. He gets, but doesn't he start with assault rifle proficiency? Fucking stupid. But anyway, it's fine actually. He gains yeah, he can gain 20% damage and accuracy, so he's probably gonna be pretty good with that assault rifle. Alright, so we're off to a brand new start. Let me just save queue. Wait, do I have quite a few queues? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's New Jericho, that's Nijun. Let's see what's here.
Research complete.
Alright. The Disciples of Anu are a syncretical religion formed out of several previous cults. The Children of the Black Tide, the Holy Disciples of the whatever, and the Order of Anu, by the messianic figure known only as the Exalted. She forged the disparate elements of the cults into a unified belief system built around her visions of Anu, the dead god. The Disciples of Anu leadership follows a strict hierarchy, and access to the Exalted is reserved only for the most faithful. Should we seek out an alliance with her, we would first have to gain the approval of her servants, the Apostle, the Keeper, the Voiceless Hierophant, and the Blind Leg, the Shadow Hierarch, and finally the Synod of Yearning. The latter is said to be okay.
The Disciples of Anu were a mystery. Where others saw devastation, they saw hope. Where others saw the end of the world, they saw a new beginning. Their leader called herself the Exalted, and she claimed to believe in humanity. She preached that the human soul was perfect, that the root of our problems was our insufficient evolution. The Pandora virus was a threat, but it was also an opportunity to change ourselves, to become better humans, to mutate. We knew that humanity needed to adapt. There was no other way to survive. The disciples offered a solution, but what was their end game? There was something beyond their hierarchies and their rituals. The Exalted had a secret.
Indeed, she did. Alright. Christine here, signing out. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more. We've just barely begun.